and look who we have.
Oh, you got chocolate and chocolate and chocolate and chocolate. We've got top men looking at it. Top men.
You guys are so quiet over here.
Hi, I'm Debbie. Hi, Wendy. Oh,
I don't know if you want to hear that.
oh, well, if you want to share.
Like, I thought he was crazy.
Did you? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Loving It on Keto. And you guys, I am so excited. I'm so excited because we are at the Keto Chow corporate headquarters, and look who we have. We have Chris, Miriam, Lynette, Holly. Yes, indeed. You guys, we're really excited to be here. We really, really are. And I can't wait to grab some pina colada if we still have some.
There's still some left. Yeah.
Good.
I missed my shipment. My
Oh.
sister had it got delivered the day after we left, so I said, "Don't eat it. Just put it on the counter." So anyway, you guys, we're gonna go inside and we're gonna take a look around.
Perfectly.
This is Carrie Brown.
That's what I was gonna ask. This is her stuff.
Carrie Brown. We love her so much.
I know, she's got some great stuff. So take a look, Harry. They even carry the Alterna sweets. What is this?
It's just a local salsa. They have it in a couple grocery stores, but it's usually pretty good.
Do you like the green or the red best? Or both, depending on what.
Green, but
I like green on pork.
yes.
And there's the Keto Chow CLUB.
You can call it Cheeto Chow. You go right ahead.
We usually have Bunker Hill cheese crisps, but we don't have them right now.
These are beautiful. You know, pictures sometimes don't do stuff justice.
So can they get these online?
Yeah.
This is really pretty.
Ooh, can I be part of your following
Does-
too?
Yes, absolutely. Hi, are you Jen?
I am Jen.
Hi,
I talked to you
Jen.
before.
Nice to meet you. Oh, good. Yes, you
Yes.
did. Yes, you have.
Do you mind if I
Helped
film you?
us.
Oh no, that's okay.
Okay.
I love this. Ooh, I like this one too.
That's the one I have at home.
I love this. Now, do they stay shut like? If
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because turning them around, I love those.
We actually used to have hydro flasks, but they discontinued the lid.
Oh.
That works really well with Keto Chow.
Did
Coffee mug.
I was gonna say, can you put hot or cold in these?
Yeah.
I know, right? To pick up a couple, and
There we go.
because you can also push them.
Keto muffin mix. That's Debbie was telling me. She says they have. I don't know if you want to know this or not, but they have several different bakeries in Utah. Most of our keto chow is done with water.
Oh, really?
I don't think that you need
Oh, I don't use
anything.
almond milk.
Yeah.
I don't use any of the milks or anything,
No.
and we just either, depending on what we want, we either do the butter or that. When we're traveling, it's just avocado oil because
Yeah.
it's just so easy to do. But you know, that kind of thing. So this is really cool. This is really neat. Do I get a shopping cart?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's a pretty one, Harry. That looks very manly. Do you like that one better than the colored one?
That's the manly one.
I know, this is the manly
Manly and
one. Huh?
tough.
We sell a lot of those
Yeah, it's a pretty
wooden
one.
ones.
I like the one.
I like this one for you.
I want that pink one still.
This one?
I know. I just,
That's
I
really
don't have
pretty,
it,
too.
so I like it. You know how many?
Insulated flasks we have at home.
I know, but you know, you can never have any. And you know what? I always wanted. Ooh, pink. I have to have it to match my shoes. I'm
It's
all
like,
about
yeah, we don't have
matching.
any of those at home.
How come peanut butter isn't it different? That's what I wanted to ask
Oh,
you.
very okay. So the
Hiring
machine that
minds
makes
wanna know,
the normal sachets.
right?
Okay, have you ever been drinking water and there's like a bunch of ice in there and it's like hold, and then it smacks you in the face? So the peanut flour was doing that inside of the machine that does the normal stuff.
Because it clumps together because of the
Yeah.
fat.
That
And
makes
so
sense.
even though it's mixed really well, when it goes into the
Yep.
machine, it would just clump down.
Well, I noticed that it sticks when you're like
Yeah.
putting it, taking it
Yeah.
out. You have to really whack it.
Which is why it
because-
tastes so good.
Yeah.
And we used to use this same packaging for all the flavors way back in the day. But we switched to the other one because this looks like a bar
It does. It looks like
and the other ones look like a shake. But we tried for, it was almost 2 years
To get it in
to
that
get
other
the
one.
chocolate peanut butter in the other ones, and they just couldn't do it. Finally, we were like,
Who cares? Just do it anyway.
Why don't we do the old one?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's worth having.
It is, and it works, and he loves it. And you know, coffee.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the caramel macchiato is like, it's like this, and my chocolate toffee. I made my brother and sister. We took our ice cream maker with us, and I brought my big bag of chocolate.
Oh yeah.
I did.
We had to. She's got to make the ice
And we
cream
had
everywhere we
ice
go.
cream. I made ice cream, and I took a big bag of my chocolate toffee because my other bag didn't come, and I didn't want to share my caramel macchiato because I only had one big bag. So we did ice cream for them, and they really liked it. So, and then my sister rated I had the whole bag. She took all my bananas. She took my strawberry. She took, what else did she take? So I gotta like stock up because she stole it all. And I gave her you guys's, I printed out some of your recipes and stuff, you know. So I was gonna make mud cakes too, but
I thought about you guys on, was it Tuesday or Monday? I put Keto Chow into the Vitamix.
yeah.
I had butter in there. I had
Oh,
water
did
in
you
there.
do it?
It was just a little bit of water. Turned it on. It was halfway up.
Oh yeah.
Exploded all over.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you when
It's
it did
so
that.
easy to
I
do
just, I
that.
couldn't. I mean, and it had the oil in it, and it was like oil on my cabinets.
Oh, it
and
was terrible.
It was everywhere, and I like turning it on really low to blend all the oil
Yeah,
and everything
that's what I
through.
did.
And then I'll lift the lid and put the keto chow on. But he's always like, put the lid on, put the lid
Just
on.
in case.
Put the lid
Oh
on.
yeah.
Because I always check. I
Yeah,
always check.
You have
I didn't
to.
check.
You have to.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Wendy.
Hi. Oh, good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Hey, how are you?
Cute.
Yeah, sure. It's
That's
the
so
makeup
cute.
from-
Oh my gosh.
Are you
artsy?
artsy?
How cute that is.
Happy Fourth.
Look at that.
Yes,
You made that.
So cute.
You're all so cute.
That's so fun. Thanks, Debbie. You're so nice.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm
How's it
Wendy.
going?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? Been texting back and forth.
Yeah.
And the man.
The guy,
There
right?
he is.
The guy with
There he is.
this thing embedded in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've always had one, so.
Thank you.
You need to get shoes like hers.
I went to the website. They're like $500.
I
These
know.
are Erica's. No, these were on sale for $198.
And look,
Yeah,
Oh.
but the other ones are
That's cute.
The good
isn't it?
news is
I
they're
could go for that.
resold.
That must be Sally.
You
Yeah.
can buy the soles.
I'm not supposed to
And,
talk to
yeah,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I took them to a cobbler,
That
and they're
exists
totally
now.
resoldable, and they're 100%
Hey,
guaranteed
you.
for life.
Okay, here we go. So, when you started Keto Chow, how old were you?
What's it? Sorry, say that again.
How old were you when you started?
Oh,
Or let's put it this way: when you came up with the idea.
okay. So when I was so lazy, I wanted to stop having to cook anymore. Yeah. So it was actually near the end of 2014.
Okay.
I had been making a nutritionally complete shake, kind of like Keto Chow, but terrible.
Oh, really?
It had a lot of coconut flour, it had a lot of ground chia seeds, it had a lot of raw cocoa powder, and it was pretty gross. Like it was hold your nose, drink it down as fast
So,
as
what
you
was
can.
the main reason for you doing that?
Well, I was trying to do a keto diet,
Uh-huh.
but I knew that my disposition is I have time on the weekends to cook.
Right.
I don't have time during the week. It's just I
Ain't
just
gonna
don't.
happen.
No, it's not going to happen. And so I wanted something that was easy, and so I started messing around with other recipe ideas, and that's when that's when I got the idea of using heavy cream as the fat source, changing things around, and I adapted a bunch of stuff I had been messing around with
Yeah.
to make a better recipe. So, and that recipe is actually still on our website. We're actually right now we're in the midst of we're having problems getting magnesium,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you said that up front. You
yeah,
had to
so
say that up front.
we have been using magnesium malate instead of magnesium citrate. So magnesium citrate causes you to go to the bathroom. Magnesium malate, not so much. The problem is the company that makes the magnesium malate we use, they don't have any. They said they're 6 months out.
Well, would they buy it from China or something?
No, they manufacture it in Utah.
Oh,
Like it's here.
right.
They just, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so we have a different company. They're actually the ones that make our magnesium drops, and they had that in a powdered form. And so, yeah, we were just testing that today. We're probably going to be using that magnesium instead. The problem is we need 2,000 kilograms of that powdered magnesium. Wow. That's 4,400 pounds.
Do you make it here?
What, the Keto Chow?
Yeah. Or
No,
do you
we
have a
actually,
place,
we have a place.
like an
it's
outside company or something that
Yeah,
mixes
it's
it
about
up?
30 minutes south of here.
Yeah.
I was actually there yesterday. That all they do is contract manufacturing.
Oh, yeah.
That way we don't have to get the health inspection stuff. We don't have to wear hairnets.
Right. Don't have to do none of this stuff.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, well, and having them do it, they keep track of the lots, they keep track of all that. So we would have a bit more flexibility doing it ourselves, but for the longest time, I was doing it myself. Like, there's
Not a big batch.
No, Utah cottage food industry, you can do small runs of stuff in your kitchen, and that's what we were doing.
Right.
So from January 2015 up until it was like September of 2016, so like a year and a half, we were mixing Keto Chow in my kitchen.
Wow.
Like sometimes it was I would, like at first it was me at home. I would put all the stuff together and mix up a 21 meal bag,
Yeah.
just using my arms and
Oh
shaking
my
it up,
goodness.
and measuring out each one. And then it got to the point where we were hiring family and friends
Yeah.
to help out, mostly do the fulfillment, because I would mix in the evening when I got home from work, and then people would order. You know, we were getting 1 or 2 or 3 orders a day. It
Yeah,
wasn't
but
that
what?
big a
How
deal.
when did you decide to go public with selling it to the public?
Well, so ever since I made the recipe, you could just grab the recipe and make it yourself.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of people were like, well, I don't know if I want to buy $300 worth of ingredients that can make like 4 months worth of stuff, because a lot of the stuff you had to get in a big bag.
Right.
So can you just send me a sample?
Uh-huh.
And so I would, put some in a bag and send it off to them. And then after a while, people were like, hey, can I? So I just set up a really simple e-commerce site that was running on WordPress, and you could
Right.
only pay with PayPal.
Right.
And you could order, and like I said, it was like 1, 2, maybe 3 orders a day.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. And so it was just like, it was a side thing. And then we would ship them off.
Right.
And then it just started to get bigger and bigger and
Something.
bigger.
Isn't that amazing?
And
Word started to spread.
yeah.
What was the very first flavor?
Well, so back then we were using Dimetize protein powder. And so we would have everything ready to go except for the protein that had the flavoring in it.
Right.
And so, and that's actually the base powder. If you've ever seen the Keto Chow base powder.
Yes. Yes.
The real genesis of that is we would mix everything up, add the protein, and that was Keto Chow.
Okay.
So it's everything but the protein.
Right.
Technically the very first flavor was chocolate mint.
Really? That was
Yeah,
it?
that was the first one I ever tried.
Was that your favorite? I mean, was there a reason for you choosing that?
It was the one that was there at the top of the list, and so I ordered the chocolate mint protein powder, and tried it out, and that was actually with a different protein.
Right.
The problem was it was being shipped from back east, and it took forever. It took me a week to get it, and I was like, I got to do something different. So, bodybuilding.com had Dimetize,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in Boise.
Oh.
So it was
yeah.
super. It was 1 day shipping, and so
Right.
I ordered from them. It actually got to the point where we were ordering semi-truckloads of protein powder.
Whoa.
Like literally semi-truckloads. Anyway, and we were still mixing in our house,
Oh my goodness.
and we were.
Really?
It was. Yeah. Anyway, that's a long story.
Oh
but
God. I can
yeah, but so we were mixing it there in our house. Nobody could be in the kitchen who wasn't part of the mixing effort. We had these super, like, low budget silver bags that had a label on it, but it just kept on growing. It's been bootstrapped, where you're pulling yourself up by your bootstraps.
Right.
There's never been any debt. We've never had outside investment. It's
That's
it's
nice.
slowly growing. It takes longer to do that.
Yeah.
but we
you're no debt.
Yeah, there's no debt, and this was never meant to be a business.
Right.
This was a side hustle. Like,
Right.
like I was telling you earlier, my dad owned a small business. And the number one thing I never wanted to do my entire life was own a business. Because
Because he worked all the time. Right?
and I was the one that had to do payroll for him.
Oh, no kidding.
And I hate doing payroll.
yeah.
I still do payroll
Oh, to this day.
to this day.
So that's got to be the next person.
It's actually not bad. Nowadays, all the managers approve the time cards, and I just hit the pay button.
Right.
But yeah, so it just kept growing. In 2016, there in September or so, we had finally gotten a company who could do the mixing for us.
Yeah.
So then we were able to get it out of our house. And at the same time, we found a small 3,000 square foot warehouse with a little bit of office space.
But I bet you felt really big at that point.
Oh man, there was no way we were filling this thing up.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there were 6 like spots with pallet racking, and then we had to buy a forklift,
Oh, my goodness.
which is technically a reach truck, and I was the only one who could operate it because of workers' compensation
Right.
stuff, and then we added more pallet racking, and then we moved to this larger warehouse that has more office space, and then we had a warehouse space. Then we picked up the warehouse next door, and yeah, it's just been
Go, go, go.
yeah. Well, and again, we could have grown a lot faster than we did, but this was more of we wanted to help people,
Yeah.
and so there's a lot of things that we could have done that we just didn't, like taking outside investment.
Right.
We're not interested in that.
Right.
We don't make nearly the profit margins that an investor would like.
Mm-hmm.
Because I recognize that for a lot of people, this is their food. Well, because it's my own food.
Right.
And we try to keep it down to a manageable level. And you can still get the original recipe and make it yourself. And it is a little bit less expensive to do that than buying it from us.
Yeah, but what a hassle.
It is a bit of a hassle,
That's
and then
a
you're
hassle,
losing the
man.
ease. But
You know, I mean, I guess if everybody didn't have, like, everybody's working 2 jobs nowadays, and all
Yeah.
this kind of stuff. Well, not during the. But
Hey,
you
you're
know,
lucky
I
if
mean,
you have 2 jobs.
Yeah, right. And it's like, I don't want to do it, man. I'm lazy.
Yeah. And see,
It's too easy to buy.
yeah, well, and then it all goes back to I am super lazy. I got the time on the weekends. I don't have time during the weekdays.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's where Keto Chow came from.
That's amazing. Really, if you think about it, because you really weren't planning on making a business.
No.
That's what's interesting.
Well, and the thing that held me back more than anything else is I worked for a nonprofit, and I was a systems administrator and network guy.
Yeah.
And they had really good insurance, like insanely good insurance. Once I finally figured out, well, the payroll thing that we're using, Gusto, by the way, I cannot recommend them enough. If you're a small business, check out Gusto, gusto.com. Anyway, adding benefits and stuff like that was super easy.
Yeah.
And also I was doing my taxes,
Mm-hmm.
and the amount that my federal tax burden
Right.
was, I think it was 4.5 times my gross salary
Ooh.
from my other job. And I was like,
Hmm.
maybe it's time to quit.
Yeah. Exactly.
so I did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. That's wild, man.
Anyway,
So when did you? Like, how do I put this?
stop being awesome.
Yeah.
I stopped being awesome when I had children.
Yeah. Well, that's
They were
like that
like,
for everybody.
"Oh, Dad, you're so.
You're such a drag.
I'm like, hey, I'm famous on the internet. And I'm
That's
like,
right,
We
man.
know, we just don't care.
It's pretty much. Basically, it's all been through word of mouth then.
Well, so when it first started off, it was entirely word of mouth, mostly on Reddit.
Oh, okay.
So there's a thing called Soylent. You know Soylent Green.
Yeah.
Okay. It's actually based on a book called Make Room, where there's soy and lentil stuff. The idea that there's a software engineer who got a phone call. There's a software engineer who got tired of cooking food. And so he came up with this shake idea. And I thought, and that's kind of, a lot of this comes from that. Anyway, so he started a company that they called Soylent. Anyway, and there's a Soylent subreddit. And so I was posting on there. That's where I kind of learned about making a lot of the shake stuff.
Oh, okay.
And for the longest time, the only place you could ever hear about Keto Chow was on Reddit. It was just, that's all, the only place it was.
Right.
And also on the keto subreddit as well. And then I did a little bit of advertising on Facebook, just me poking around going,
How did that
Does
work
this
out
work?
for you?
well, our return on ad spend was exceptionally high because I was managing it myself, and the budgets were things like $10
Yeah,
a day.
I know, it's really cheap.
So we were spending like $10 and I was getting like $200, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
what? This is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, but then there's a company called Harmon Brothers that does video ads, like the Squatty Potty ad, and
Yes.
all those other things. And I had seen their work for years, and I'm like, I want them to do stuff for us, and they're here in Utah. And so we ended up finally we got a hold of them, and we contracted with them to do an ad, and that was our witch ad.
Oh, right.
And
That was great.
it's fantastic. It costs a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to mince words on that. I'm not going to
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
how much
No,
it was.
You
but it
don't
was,
have to, because
Yeah. You've done film stuff.
Yeah.
And that was actually my first exposure to an actual film set.
Yeah.
It was really
It's really
interesting
different than what you
stuff.
think it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's very boring.
Very boring.
Oh, yeah, it's
and it was cold.
Yeah, so the advertising part, I think, would have been the interesting thing for me.
Yeah.
I think that's the interesting side.
By the way, we have behind the scenes footage that I recorded on the sets.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
did a premiere of the Witch video,
Uh-huh.
and then a premiere of the Rapunzel video, where I
Right.
got a bunch of behind the scenes
Yeah,
stuff. But you
yeah.
should check it out. But
Those were great. Those were great.
they did an amazing job.
I mean, I watched those things like every time I'd watch them all through, every time they came on, because it was, you know why? Because it was so different.
Yeah, and they're funny
And
too.
for me, I look for things that are different
Mm-hmm.
because that's what glues people. And I was like, who are these people and where did
Yeah.
they come up with this idea? Because this is fabulous.
3-minute ad.
Yeah, but still, that's fast. You know, 3
Yeah.
minutes of film is about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a long time. Unless you're doing like what I got to do, I got to do it in 28 days.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you got to do so many pages a day, and you can't have over 98 pages.
Or if you're shooting a video every day for
This
your
is
wife,
nuts. Well, I don't
talk about a grueling production schedule.
Actually, this is very easy for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this is easy.
Okay.
That's why I go ahead and throw the junk in.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, because
Might as well.
nobody really cares what I do, so I'm just gonna have some fun.
Well, see, that's why we do a live stream, because you only need one take,
Uh-huh.
and there's no editing.
Uh-huh.
But you only get one take,
Yeah.
and there's no editing.
Yeah,
So-
that's right, because it's all live.
Yeah.
Right. See, the live thing kind of really freaks me out.
Oh yeah. You guys should try it if you haven't
Yeah,
before.
we will. I mean, if you took the fun angle out of this, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta have some fun with this stuff. You really do.
And I'm actually really sad that there's not a little green eye on the top of the camera
Oh yeah,
for me to look at.
I screw it in right here. It's a big eyeball.
Yeah.
Because when you know how this camera is, you put it over like this.
Yeah, then
That's
you
what
don't
you're
have to go
looking
there.
at. So I said, Wendy, you can't do that. So I put a big eyeball right here. I said, look
Yeah.
at the eyeball.
So I'm with Miriam today, and Harry interviewed Chris, but I want to ask Miriam some questions. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
So when Chris came up with this idea to make his shake, to do this,
Yeah.
were you guys thinking about it together? Was he just in the kitchen being, the doctor with all of the products and stuff?
I don't know if you want to hear that.
Oh, yeah, well, if you want to share.
I'm I thought he was crazy.
Did you?
Yes. Because I'm like, how can this get off the ground? And the thing was, it wasn't really a business.
Right.
Right? It's just something he wanted for himself. And so he'd mix it up for himself, and he was drinking it. And then he's talking to people on Reddit.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys knew that we kind of were born on Reddit,
Right,
right?
and I see the big Reddit. You have a great community
so
on
he's
Reddit.
just kind of talking to, and it's mostly about keto. And he's like, I've been making these shakes, and they're like, well, make them for me. Can you make them for me? All right, okay. So we started just making them for, random people. And so every day he'd get home from work, and then he'd make whatever got ordered.
So he had all the ingredients and stuff, and so he was experimenting with like fiber
Yeah, so
at
we
the
had
time and
bins
protein.
and all this random weird ingredients.
Yeah.
And it's been a fun ride though, because
Yeah.
it's been fun to learn about the body, learn about all the different ingredients, why you need those things, like what you don't really need. Like it's been super fun.
So with your products, was he always, Miriam, come try this. Miriam, come try this. No, not
I
at all?
didn't. In fact, he had Keto Chow and was selling it for a year before I even went keto.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't have a reason
Right.
to go keto. Like I don't have health problems
Sure.
and all this whatever, and I didn't know what I had until I went keto, and then I'm like, oh, actually I have a lot of inflammation, I have a lot of swelling, I have a lot of this, and when it went away, I was like, aha.
Yeah, the
You know?
aha
Yep.
moment. What was his first successful flavor?
Chocolate,
Was
always
it
chocolate. We used to
always
call
chocolate?
it rich chocolate though.
Rich chocolate?
Yeah, so. And it used to be off the shelf, like dimetized protein, and we just made our own like vitamin blend and mineral blend, and then we mixed it with that, and that was fun. And those dimetized people are sure nice.
Are they?
Yeah, but it was good. It was a good time.
Well, good. What is your all-time favorite flavor?
That's hard. That's really hard. I love chocolate peanut butter. Chocolate mint, and chocolate toffee are probably my top 3.
Don't you find it's like you want, for me, I want that caramel macchiato ice cream,
Yeah.
but I want
I want the
that.
chocolate mint warm.
I love
Yeah.
banana pudding.
I love banana as ice cream, or orange, or
I
root
bought
beer
a
as
little
ice
bit
cream.
of Capella's graham cracker drops,
Ah.
and you make the banana pudding, keto chow pudding, and you put a little bit of that graham cracker, and it
Ooh,
tastes
that
like
sounds
that
good.
homemade vanilla with vanilla wafers. And
Yeah, it's
a little,
amazing.
oh, it is so good.
It's amazing.
It's so good. And I like the egg. I like eggnog custard.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love eggnog custard and banana custard. So I have different things for different things.
Yeah, and I like raspberry cheesecake as a pudding because it's so satisfying when it's just this little pink fluff.
And it's pretty.
It's so
and
pretty,
yes.
and that's what I think I like the prettiness more than I even like the flavor. I'm like, it has to be raspberry cheesecake pudding. My favorite as a chaffle is probably the tomato basil.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you make that? Tell me, because I have not done that yet.
I just do like a cup of mozzarella cheese, a scoop of tomato basil, and like 3 eggs because we always make it for more than a couple people.
I bet that'd be great for a
Yeah.
hamburger
Well,
bun.
that's what we like to do. But I also like to
Ooh.
just eat them plain. Like I feel like I'm
Butter
eating a
on
piece
them?
of bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or some cream cheese or something.
yeah,
It's like the bagel I can't have.
That would be
Yeah.
good. And I was the bagel girl. I
So-
loved bagel. Oh, I've got to do that.
Because
We've
I
gotta
like the
make those.
sweet chaffles a lot, but for some reason I just like that.
Yeah.
I also like to make it into like little mini pizzas. We do that all the time, and we'll do the Alfredo sauce because it's lower in carbs, and so we'll do the tomato basil as the chaffle, Alfredo sauce, and then just whatever topping we feel like, and then I can also freeze those as pizzas
And
already
you
made.
can. That's the nice thing is they freeze really well.
They freeze so good.
And you can just pop them in the toaster like an Eggo. Only
Yeah.
it's a Kego.
And my kids will just eat them cold, like they don't
Oh,
care. We just make a ton, throw them in the Ziploc bags, put them in the
They're just
freezer, and they
walking
just get
around
them out
chomping
and
on
eat them.
So that's what I try to get her to do for me, so I
Yeah.
can have them when she's at work.
Got to make
Oh,
room in the
yeah.
freezer for you.
I know that's hard.
We had a small chest freezer and we weren't using it when we were vegan, vegan vegetarian prior to being keto. And so I gave it to my kids. And now I have all this meat and it's like, okay, where do I put it?
I know, but you can't give up meat space.
No, you
I mean,
cannot.
that's precious space.
Especially if
Yeah.
it's on
Right?
sale right
Oh,
now
yeah.
with all the
Yeah.
sales. You know, my sister and brother-in-law that we stayed with, we had elk steak, and when we had was it venison liver and onions
Yep.
that I just had?
Yep.
But anyway, we had all game meat that they've got.
Which I don't eat.
3 freezers. 3 freezers. Yeah, he's an all liver guy, but can't do keto chow and liver Harry. Sorry, I don't know a recipe for that.
Yeah.
But keto chow,
That's
I love
okay.
the keto chow drop biscuits.
Don't like
with
liver.
Put it in the
gravy.
tamale pie. Just a
Ooh,
little bit.
Liver?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to taste it.
Yeah, you grind it up with the hamburger.
You could
or
even
the
put it
meat.
in the pumpkin sausage soup and put it with that sausage.
With
'cause
the
sausage would
sausage.
take
Really?
over the flavor. But yeah, you'd put like one slice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd have to be a little to not be noticed.
And grind it up so
Grind
that
up.
he doesn't even know it's there. So you don't know it's
Secret liver.
there. Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's really something.
Oh, yeah.
That's a way to get the kids to eat. Well, that's another nice thing about Keto Chow is it's a meal replacement. I keep trying to explain that to people. It's like, you're having all this ice cream, somebody said to me. It was a comment, and it was like, no, it's frozen. It's a frozen meal because we're having a meal. Keto Chow's a meal. Well, yes, it looks like ice cream, tastes like ice cream. We call it ice
It
cream.
looks like you're eating an entire
a
gallon
huge
of ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
gallon of ice cream. It is.
Do you guys split it normally?
Yes, we do.
Always.
No, I make two.
Oh, you make two?
Oh, yes,
Well, she
because
makes-
my mom gets some.
Oh,
so
that's
she gets a
nice.
little bowl. But yeah, I make two. So some other questions then. So when he wanted to take this to the world, when he wanted to have a company based on his shakes, how did you feel about
Yeah. Well, and that's the same thing. I just thought, I guess I just kind of waited for it to fail. Like, I didn't have any faith because I didn't really feel like it was necessary. I wasn't in the keto space then. I didn't care, really. And I thought, I'll just wait for it to go down and then we'll just go back to our normal life.
that? Right.
And I think that too, like, when you start keto, a lot of people have that mental capacity of, I'll do keto to lose weight and then I'll
Right.
go back to what I was doing before because then I'll lose weight and I'll be happy because I'll have lost what I had.
Mhm.
And they don't, think about you might gain the weight back, right? You just think, I'll just do this for the interim because that's exactly what I did. I'm going to lose some weight, I'll get down, and then I'll start, implementing my fruits back in or whatever.
Right.
And that's exactly how I thought. And then it was those non-scale victories that kept me there, like the mental clarity I feel when I'm driving and I can just quickly make a quick decision. I don't have to
Right.
sit and wait and think, are they going to get to me?
Right.
Oh, so it's those type of things, that inflammation,
Yes.
the swelling. I just feel so much better. I have so much more energy, and the sleep is better.
And the vitamins that you guys put in there, the vitamins and the electrolytes that you add are awesome because it's being keto,
Yeah.
you need those. You need the electrolytes. So you already provided those. You provided the vitamins and the minerals, and they're really good. And so you don't even have to think about that. I'm having ice cream and my vitamins too. I don't
Yeah.
have to take this handful of pills, right?
Yeah.
The special handful of pills, and eat my ice cream because if I eat 3 Keto Chows a day, I'm getting 100% of the vitamins and minerals and the electrolyte and everything. And another thing I really like, what made you guys decide on not having fat in your keto chow?
We just Chris is in his whole technical mind, right? We like the fact that you can customize it per person because not everybody is the same size.
Or likes the same fat.
And it
even.
seems to be, with keto, protein's a goal, carbs are a limit, fat's the lever.
That's right.
So you can't move that fat if the fat's provided. The other thing is that most keto companies, you will go for a powdered MCT. You can't tell what the MCT is powdered on. So a lot of times it was powdered on dextrose or dextrin, which is maltodextrin, a sugar that's a starch really.
Right.
And so that was a little bit difficult in the manufacturing area, but also you want to be able to play with that lever and choose which fat
That's right.
you have. You don't just say, okay, well, this has MCT. Oh, of course it's good for me because it has MCT. Well, not everybody wants to have that.
That's right. Well, MCT oil really bothers Harris.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Intestinal tract,
yeah.
it just tears him to pieces. So another thing is I like being able to use different flavors. I can't wait. The pina colada, I'm going to do coconut oil.
Oh, I just did that.
How was it?
So good.
Oh, yeah. See, I thought that would be
And it was
absolutely
really good
perfect.
as ice cream.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
worried about having coconut oil.
Did you
as
heat
the ice
it
cream.
and then put it in heated like we do
Mhm,
butter?
like butter.
Just
Mhm.
like butter, and then you chilled it and then
Yep.
you made the ice cream. So I would want that for that. And then like the butter, you gotta have butter when you're having the caramel macchiato. You gotta have butter when you're doing the salted caramel, of course, and the chocolate toffee. But
And it
then
just makes it so much
it
richer,
does.
right?
But then it's weird because then some I want the cream with. Like the orange
Yep, and the
cream.
banana
yes,
and the root
yes.
beer.
It's
Yeah.
funny because the root beer tastes just like the ice cream's melted and the ice real vanilla ice cream has melted
Yeah,
into that
and the root
and you've
beer.
got the root beer. So it's great that you guys have it that way. Plus it's your lever. So if we're on a low calorie day, because if we're doing a protocol and we only add like 10 grams or 15 grams, you know, per scoop, it still makes ice cream. It still makes a shake. It still makes everything.
Yeah.
So you don't have to add ice cream on a whole when you're making it. I think it's like regular ice cream is like a cup of cream or something.
Yeah.
Extremely.
When you can do a lot less.
When you can do a lot less and you still get the same consistency. It may have a little bit more crystalline to it, but it's really good. So that's really good. So when did he start experimenting out of the shake zone? When did he start getting creative, or you creative with the food part of it?
Oh,
or
he did not do that.
he did not. That was
me.
you. Okay.
Yeah, he's a very. We need to stick to our core competency, right? This is what we're good at. We're good at making shakes, and I'm like, but if we made the shakes into recipes, and people might like that too.
Yeah.
So we met Taffy at one of the trade shows, and she's so amazing. Every recipe she makes is good.
Now, what's her name?
Taffy Elrod.
Okay, and does she have books that we can?
She doesn't have books, but she has a website.
Does
she
she?
does KetoCookingSchool.com.
Okay. Oh.
She's amazing. So she's just so fun, and so she's been developing recipes for us. So we got influencer Amanda Eats Keto also developed some recipes, and we have a bunch of user recipes too that have been way fun. So you should really make some recipes for us.
I know, I
That'd be
should.
fun.
I should write them down. Oh, well, yeah. I just love it. I mean, there's certain things, comfort foods, right, that we have. And it's like, if we could just have this 2 or 3 foods and still be keto, what would they be? Well, mine would be sausage, biscuits, and gravy.
Yeah.
And when I found out that you had the savory flavors,
Yes.
specifically the chicken, the creamy chicken, and I saw your recipe for drop biscuits and sausage gravy, and I made it the first time. It was like I was in heaven.
So good.
Because it is, I could serve that I could take that somewhere in the Midwest at one of those local cafes where everybody goes for Sunday biscuits and gravy, and nobody would know.
Yeah, they would
Because
know.
it tastes
That
just like it.
tastes just like it. It's just one of those things. You know, keto chili. You know, I like Joe and Rachel's Keto Chow chili that they make.
I like that too.
It's
We've made
just,
that
it's
before.
that
And
comfort
we'll make
food.
it and freeze it in little containers.
That's a good idea. Now
and
that
have
I'm
that
back at
for
work,
lunch.
if I could make room in my freezer, if I could give up some state room for some chili. But it's things like that. See, so I was wondering who was doing that. You know, who was doing the
that's
food.
me.
So, well, anyway, thank you so much for sharing information. And we're just having a ball here at Keto Chow. Everybody's wonderful. It was nice meeting everybody in person and seeing, because when you guys sent us our Keto Chow, you guys tell us who packed it. So now I
it's
got
so
a name
fun.
with a face and everything else. And if you guys are ever here in the area, come by and visit. They have a
do.
storefront, you guys, and you guys can pick up your Keto Chow and a bunch of other things. So that was fun too. So anyway, thank you so much, Miriam.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so
Computer hair.
what do we got here?
So, well, this is just another. Well, you got chocolate and chocolate and chocolate and chocolate. We've got top men looking at it. Top men. Indiana Jones, yes.
Yes.
Anyway, these are the flow racks that we use.
Okay.
Anyway, you put stuff on one side
Oh yeah, they roll.
and it rolls through. Then it just comes out the other side. This is where the orders are pulled from.
Right.
To be
Oh, is this how you do it? This is where you get it all from right here?
Yep.
That's weird because, you know, we get the stuff in the mail all the time. It's kind of weird to see where it comes from. That's why I thought it'd be cool for everybody else to see too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they can actually see this is where your order comes from.
So they can come through here and pull. I think they have a different area, or is this where they do pull from?
They do pull from
Yeah,
here.
this-
So we have the girl that's back there is refilling the back, and she works in the other warehouse. And then we have the people that are in this warehouse pull from the front.
And then the bigger ones are down here. So then you've got,
That's just blender bottles on the other way.
yeah.
That works out really nice that they just roll and they can just scoot them
Yep.
so they're not lifting so much. You know,
Yeah.
they're just pushing it into the front.
Oh, well, that was probably Steve.
Steve.
Steve's smart, super
was a
friend.
You're the inventor, Steve?
No, he was just the one who championed it.
Oh.
I'm just the one who said, we need this stuff.
Yeah.
Really, this is really nice. Well, you guys got it all set up. When you first started out, was it just more of a piled in the corner and just kind of grab?
Oh, we just had a couple of racks. Here comes the Chow Club.
Watch out, Chow Club coming through!
Yeah, look at there.
Literally,
Nice.
watch out.
This is what makes people happy.
Yes, indeed.
Don't try to-
Turquoise blue.
But we just had like Sam's Club shelves.
Yeah.
Actually, that shelf right there.
Yeah, that silver one.
Well, that's how you started
In my
out.
house.
Yeah, it was taking up the dining room and the family room.
Yeah.
Basically, the front of the house was storage.
And we had them in like these bins, and it was just like.
Yeah, some of those bins are original.
These are really, some of them are, yeah, from the house.
That's
And they were just on those shelves. They were,
yeah. So I would say you guys have grown pretty fast.
How long have you guys been in business?
This is 2015.
Yeah.
15? So you guys have done really, this is really great. You guys have grown now by what percent?
Oh,
1,000?
Yeah, come
well,
on.
since it started at zero.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
For the most part, year over year, it's been double
yeah,
Doubling.
yeah.
That's great. That's
or
great.
1.5, depending on the bad year.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing the warehouse with us. This is really great. And then you guys don't forget, not only do they have the Keto Chow, but they also have the mineral drops, the fasting
right.
drops. I have a bottle of this in my purse with me. Yes, I do. They have the pills. They've got the,
What are the pills?
what am I missing? Daily minerals.
The tablets.
Electrolyte tablets.
it's just like the electrolyte drops, but in a
Oh, right.
Yes,
Okay.
for
okay.
people that don't want the drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but
This is the Keto Chow Daily Minerals, you guys. And it's liquid, and Dr. Ken Berry helped with this.
that guy again.
Yeah, oh, my finger's over his face. Sorry,
That's what I usually
sorry,
do.
Ken. Anyway, you guys, this is very minerally, but if you put it on food, if you put a little bit over the like ground hamburger or over your steak, it works really well too. So there's lots of things besides just Keto Chow. All deliciousness. They've got other stuff that's wonderful for your body too. Fasting drops, yes indeed. You guys, we do our fasting protocol. You guys can use some fasting drops to help get you through. Yes indeed.
So most of the shipping team is at lunch.
Okay.
Wow.
This is new here.
So
This.
we don't use all these spaces just yet, but the shipping was so expensive on them. We just ordered them all at the same time.
Oh yeah.
You'll use them.
You'll use them. While you're growing.
You're gonna go, why didn't we order
I'm
them
curious to
more?"
know how long you're able to. Is there another place you can buy or rent here, lease?
I don't know. We can make more the fulfillment area. The area right above
above
us
us
is
is
empty.
empty.
Oh, that's good.
So right now it's just got bare floors and yeah.
Busy at work packing. Here's your order.
This is all day, huh?
It's right here.
There you go.
Well, is that how you do that? So take me through. Do you fill it too, or do you just box it?
No, we actually don't fill it here. They have that done at a partner.
Oh, okay.
But we grab the stuff off the shelves as it's been put in there by the warehouse employees, and then we take each order with its packing slip, and we put the stuff in the box, put on the label, and send it off.
Cool. And all day long.
All day long.
Yeah, man. That's good.
Awesome. See, he's got them down below. Those are ready to go.
Yep.
Ah, you packed some of mine before I can tell. You get them so in that little sack
Well,
that you have to be careful when you open them.
what did
man.
your stamp say?
Yes, there you go. That's
'Cause
right.
this
you guys
is
all
Rainbow
have
Bright.
Rainbow Bright.
Which is not me.
Are you sure?
And yours is, where's your stamp?
Oh, my stamp is Star-Lord.
Ah, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Yes, I have had one of
Yes,
yours.
yes, she has. Because I like the name.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Gee, I wonder where you got that from.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Hey everybody, we are at Buffalo Wild Wings in Jordan, Utah, and we are with new friends, Debbie and her husband Paul, who are subscribers and watch our channel. They found out we were coming through, and we thought we would meet up. Hi. And we're glad we did because we have never been to Buffalo Wild Wings. Look at this, you guys. Look at this.
So they're basically having the same thing.
Yes, indeed.
Keto food.
Yes, indeed.
That is all keto food. Huh?
Keto food. Tell them the wings here are really good because they cook them in beef tallow. And beef tallow is really good oil, so we don't have any of the bad oils in the wings.
No
guilt.
inflammation.
Right.
No flour.
Right? They're not breaded, right?
So you guys know what that means. Gotta eat now. It's right here.
How's it look?
Good. I can maybe pull this over here. Get the sun out of my face, you guys. Anyway, we're on the road. There's Harry. Say hi, Harry.
Hello.
There's Sally back there sleeping somewhere. Where is she?
Tucked away somewhere.
Oh, she's up on the pillow. There she is. She found her spot. You guys, we had a blast today. We got to meet all the great folks at Keto Chow, and we got to meet Miriam and Chris, and we got a tour of the warehouse and got to look at all the neat stuff. We got to meet some of our loyal viewers, Debbie and her husband Paul. We actually went out to Buffalo Wings with them for lunch and had a great time. We had fun with all the girls. And Holly, sorry, we went to the Arby's gas station and they didn't have that t-shirt. That's the only t-shirt they didn't have. Harry's very upset. He's very disappointed. But we did find it. Oh my gosh, you guys, we just had a wonderful day all the way around. It was really, really fun. It was fun, don't you think,
Oh
Harry?
yeah, it was great. I
Had a great
enjoyed
time.
it. Too bad, you know, we're so far away. But
Yep. Well, we'll have to do a
Yes.
road trip to Keto Chow.
someday.
You know,
Someday.
and take the camper and come go camping and off-roading and all the
Yep.
good stuff.
Yep.
So anyway, you guys,
And the gas price is stabilized.
yes, because some of the gas stations,
put it on your knee.
honey, don't be the cameraman. You're driving the car 80 miles an hour. Anyway, bring your face this way a little bit because I'm trying to get Sally in. Anyway, you guys, if you guys like what you see, please remember, like, subscribe, ring the little bell, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you right here tomorrow.
And stay on the road.
And stay on the road because Harry's driving.
Oh yeah.
He's driving crazy. You guys can go 80 miles an hour here.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's just wonderful. Anyway, everybody, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Good night. Say good night, Sal.
Oh, she's not saying nothing now.